Now, the other device that they talked about, is the Galaxy Buds Pro. Honestly, I had a quick hands-on with the product, and I wanted to talk about this during the live stream, but obviously there's a lot going on in the live stream. I had a quick hands-on with the product, so I did a little test. I tried the transparency mode, the various settings on the transparency mode, and I listened to them. And I was like, you know, these seem pretty cool. Reverse wireless charge or power sharing from the device. Some cool features. It had a really nice fit on my ear as well. But the coolest features that they showed off today in the keynote were not things that I could test. They also have a review embargo on the headphones. I'm going to do something a little bit more advanced tomorrow, I believe. Going to shoot it because I need to test out some of these claims. Claim number one, that they're going to have a spatial audio feature similar to what Apple's doing. Okay, that sounds tough to do. The level of integration Apple has with the device and all the rest of it. Now, granted, I will test it the way Samsung intended. I'll put in the earbuds and I'm going to test it on the S21 Ultra. So we'll see how that functions. Number two, the talking to engage a greater transparency level just when you start speaking. That, to me, is a killer feature because you don't want to be tapping. You don't want to be thinking. It's an awkward... You just want to approach, start talking, and not even worry about it. That's the ideal scenario. So the microphones are listening for your tone of voice in order to let the sound through so that you can have an interaction with someone without touching anything. And when they showed this off in a demo, obviously it worked incredible. It's their demo, but I got to put this to the test as well inside of a video. A couple of other things, of course, these have whatever it is, Ipx7 rating. So it's I might dunk them in a little bit of water, see what that's all about. But I do feel now, having seen some of the advertised features, I feel now that I really want to test them a little bit more.
And these things are tiny.
Tiny.
You know?
Tiny. When you saw the breakdown in their presentation of the amount of tech that they slammed in there, it was quite surprising to see. And then I was like, you know what? I didn't do this justice. I got to go back to the drawing board. I got to go a little more in depth on this one. Because it is the most advanced one they ever put together. Dedicated tweeter and woofer inside that tiny earbud, 11 millimeter woofer, 6.5 millimeter tweeter. It's, it's pretty cool stuff. Now, I mean, granted, it's still a wireless tech. It's still a tiny little earbud, so we keep that in mind. But I'm more curious about it than even my first impression after I saw the variety of demos and realized that there was more to be done here. And if the Spatial is anywhere near what Apple's doing, then they're going to have something on their hands. That's all I'm going to say about that. By the way, as far as the Spatial stuff is concerned, I read somewhere that Netflix, maybe I should have just made this a topic, but maybe I'll make it a topic at a later date when I find out more about it. But Netflix is actually going to be embracing Apple's tech. So it's not going to just be, it's not just going to be stuff that you have to buy, like a movie on... in Apple's store. Do they still call it iTunes? Whatever.
Yeah.
But Apple TV, what is it now?
It's an Apple product.
If I want to buy a movie from Apple directly.
It's Apple TV Plus.
Whatever. Anyway. No, the plus part is their shows. Service. Yeah. But anyway, you would assume that Apple's own stuff obviously supports. Because I had it in my iTunes, I had the Batman movie, and that's where I got the full spatial experience. So if Netflix embraces Apple's tech and all of a sudden more streaming services are capable of it, it's a game changer.
Yes.
And hopefully it can go across platforms and cover products like Samsung too, so more people can experience that extra immersion that comes out of that spatial audio performance.